this is much more like a theoretical thing that I never understood how far we are from achieving this. Given with all the molecular tools that you said that we have now to probe biology and all the technologies to analyze the data itself, like the vastest amounts of data, and then now you have AI to actually make the links, actually find the patterns. Like how far do you think we are to understanding almost like the entire biology of a person? And what I mean by that is, it, a, a person's biology is almost like made up of a sequence of events that are the so-called these biochemical pathways. Like how far are we from understanding almost like how everything is mapped together? Basically it's like the map of the human biology. Like how, what's your sense of that?
My sense of that, we need to redo that now that we have all the tools, we have large numbers. To be honest, I mean, like, we had that's my sense. And you're asking me about AI. I'm not an expert on AI. I really rely on my AI colleagues and other teammates who are experts in AI. But it's revisiting the biology is not a bad idea. I mean, like a lot of biotechs are doing that, but it doesn't. The question is like, you can only get resources if you can monetize that. Can you really monetize that? You can, is it too big for an academic endeavor? Is it, should it be like a government approach from NIH or somebody like, NSF? For biotechs, they cannot handle these big things. Big industry, should do there be a consortium, an academic industry partnership, public, and bringing in the even the government? I think that could be an approach. Like, hey, let's look at everything. Let's look at not everything. Let's look at a few things that we already know and see if we can map them better or not. I think there are some efforts there happening, and to tackle it holistically. Our biology is much more complicated than we just think of. A few pathways is really amazing. I mean, like, after all these years, I'm still amazed of how complex it is and how a single cellular function is so diverse and multidimensional. So yeah, but we need to tackle that. Someone needs to tackle that, and but who's going to do it is probably the big question.
Yes, because you really have a lot of almost, I would say almost like home scientists that are endeavoring in this. And what I mean by that is I don't know if you're familiar with a person named, I think his name is Brian Johnson. I think I forgot how he made his billions of dollars, but he's trying to live forever, and he just does like little experiments on himself where he tries like different things, right? And he like publishes all the data like that so that everyone's publicly visible.
Yeah, I mean, like, I know of him. I mean, a lot of people are interested in longevity. I think there's a lot of things there. I personally don't think that is the primary problem with of humankind we have now. We have other problems. Maybe we should focus on the at the chronic disease level, at the infectious disease level. We could not. We saw how everything kind of like fell apart in the beginning with just one virus, right? So maybe there are other things we should be prepared for. I mean, like, but sharing the data is important, but also with the privacy laws, it becomes becoming increasingly difficult, and with the genomic data sharing, which is needed, is also very difficult, and some most of the time for right reasons, I believe. So we have to work around these limitations and these like barriers. But yeah, I mean, like, public data repository, I think it has grown like significantly in the last 5-10 years. So it will continue to grow, and as Costas was saying, the models will come into play more and more as it goes.